all kinds of crazy stuff.
Sending us stuff. Our Twitter account is @newsklw. That's @NEWSKLW.
It's the capital Kiv.
And then
So Justin, your question, you're still gonna stick with that one that you sent in the message earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys want to go ahead and just get right in on it?
Yeah, I'm ready whenever.
Hold
I'm
on.
already recording, so
I am recording as well. I just am trying to get it so y'all can hear my stuff.
Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's get our minds blown, shall we, with everything that's going on in the world right now with Russia and Ukraine, with the conflict and the tensions between the Western world and the Eastern world. You know, there's been talks about, you know, nuclear bombs going, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff. So we got all kinds of stuff to really talk about, and I got a lot of questions to ask you guys, and I'm really happy to have you guys here with us, and let's talk about it. I mean, so my first question that I have is what do you guys think when is the invasion going to come? Can you guys give me a prediction? What if you guys could predict when it's going to happen? What's the magic number?
never.
Never.
No, I don't. I don't know. I don't think. What do you think, James? I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, if it does, then I say it's closer to end of May, beginning of June, mid-June, if nothing else, because historically, anybody that's gone through that territory in a military fashion has done it around that time, because after winter, you get all the snow melting and the ground is soft, so you can't move military trucks and tanks and lots of troops without disturbing the ground. So you got to wait till after when all that dries up and the ground hardens up so you can logistically transport military vehicles and whatnot. So if it does happen, I think around that time, if it does happen, it could be all hype nowadays.
So do you think you're explaining that's what's causing delay right now? Because I mean, there's satellite footage showing hundreds of thousands of troops surrounding the entire border of Ukraine. Do you think that's really is what's holding them up, is the actual terrain and the weather?
I don't necessarily think that that's the sole reason, but I think that could be a reason. It could be a minor factor. I think another factor could be the hype that's surrounding it, the satellites that are just following it, every move, you know, because the way things work, you know, something happens, we follow the story, and then something else happens, we completely forget about it. So I think Putin might even just be waiting for the next big thing to happen so that we forget.
Yeah.
We forget, you know?
Yeah. So what do you guys think? This is kind of a question I actually haven't had written down, but I kind of just thought of it. But what do you guys think China is doing right now? Do you think China has any involvement in this? Or do you think they're just sitting on the sidelines?
Honestly, I think China is just sitting back making the money, making money off of it.
Yeah, because I did just see an article that Russia, you know, we just put sanctions on Russia for making that, you know, step and invasion in Ukraine. I mean, they've already declared parts of Ukraine as part of Russia now, or as separate independent states. So that's already in effect. And we've now, you know, the United States and many other countries have done sanctions, and now he's just going to China, and China is like kind of like already been doing deals with Putin. And it seems like the relationship between Putin and Russia and China are probably the strongest that they've ever been, ever. So that kind of draws a concern that there could be a possible, history repeat itself in the making, at least not with Germany and Japan, but with Russia and China.
Well, China has a vested interest in what happens here, because if history does repeat itself and we see a similar appeasement process like we did with Germany and Czechoslovakia and the Sudetenland, if you see something like that where the Western powers just allow it to happen, then China will take the advantage and be like, well, Russia claimed Ukraine as a former province. Why can't we claim Taiwan? It's not fair.
Yeah.
And so if they allow it to happen, then China may move on Taiwan.
Yeah. It's kind of like the proxy.
Well, the same, like I said, history repeat itself, because they allowed that to happen with Germany, and then Japan saw that opportunity and moved in Manchuria.
So yeah, so going back to it, I mean, why would invasion not happen, other than obviously saying that the train, but is there any other reasons why the invasion would not happen? Is there a possibility that Putin may not just pull back and decide not to go through with it? Or do you think he's already made his decision?
I mean, I definitely think that it's up for negotiation. I think money talks. Of course, we don't, as United States, I mean, for the United States, we don't want this war to happen. So, I mean, I think we're going to do anything we can. I think the United States will do anything that they can to avoid this from happening.
Okay. So, but we also got to think, why is Russia even wanting Ukraine in the first place? What is the strategic value in Ukraine? What do you think?
Well, I mean, you got to think of it as like I said, with the weather, it comes full circle when it comes to trade and shipping and whatnot, because as of right now, the way their shipping comes in, they don't have any ports except for I can't even Sevastopol. I can't that little peninsula down under Ukraine. They got a couple years. I can't pronounce that to save my life, but they got that as a port to allow at least goods in, because their northern port is they can't get access. I think it's like 8 months out of the year or something like that. Something crazy because of the ice. So they're able to use that, whatever. But now with China, they have a land bridge. So I don't know that that's necessarily as important, but they can only use it for a commercial, not military. And as we all know, whoever has the strongest military dominates the world on a military scale, which no other country has really, for some unknown reason, put a vested interest in besides the United States, even though it's hundreds of years proven that air and sea power pretty much go to be a world power.
Yeah, so I mean, so you're saying that Russia needs Ukraine in order to dominate the Black Sea, to then be a contender in a Navy force against the United States.
Yeah, they need a military port down there, because they have a port in the Pacific, they have a port in the Northern Atlantic. They don't have a South Pacific fleet.
And if you look at geographically, the Arctic, they're iced in. There's no way of getting their ships anywhere in that northern part of Russia. So a huge part of the country is just not able to port because of the terrain and because of the weather conditions. So in the Pacific is the only real way they could get. So to get real access to the Atlantic, they need to get through the Black Sea, so they have access. They go through the Turkish Channel, which then will give them access to the Mediterranean Sea, which then will also
Suez
give them
Canal.
access to, Yep. They got access to the Atlantic.
Yeah, but the problem with the port that's in the Pacific is it's so far away from all their industrial complex, and their most of their population is on the other side of the Siberia. So transporting fuel, men, materials, yeah, it's not in this modern age, it's not a difficult task, but it's still quite a feat.
Pull up. I'm actually pulling up Google Maps here. You guys see my screen?
Yeah, I can see that.
So yeah, so here this is Ukraine, the Black Sea. They will give them access here through the canal, through the Turkey Canal, to the Mediterranean, and then boom, they access the Atlantic. And guess what? They could also send their navy to invade the rest of Europe.
Right, because most of NATO's contingency plans call for a land invasion over Poland, through Poland and Germany. We don't expect a naval invasion landing in like Spain or something. Yeah.
And let me give you guys a little mind blower here. Global warming helps Russia's navy, because if they're able to, if they're able to be able to ship ports here, they actually can fight Europe in two fronts. They could attack them in two fronts if they wanted to. So to me, I feel like, Russia, if they wanted to bring the old Soviet Union back, they could definitely do it easily against Europe strategically.
Then they have the industrial complex of China to back them up. So
Yeah. And China is what now is declared the richest and most powerful, not I wouldn't say the most powerful yet militarily wise, but is the richest economically in the world. The Chinese yuan's market cap is double that of the US dollar, which is alarming.
there is a reason for that, though. They don't spend nearly as much in defense, like nearly. And if you've ever played an RTS game, having a standing army, it takes a lot out of your income. So when you don't have a standing army or spend a lot on whatever technologies and whatnot, then you have a lot of money in your bank, but you really don't have much to defend yourself with.
You're saying China doesn't have an army that defend themselves?
I'm not saying that China doesn't have an army, but they don't have a navy or an air force worth much.
You sure?
As of right now, they don't have. As of right now, they don't have nearly the numbers in advanced fighters that we do. They have, for every one advanced fighter they have, we have at least 10.
Let's see, China.
You're not going to get accurate numbers on Google. Throw that out there.
Yeah, it's true. Who knows if these numbers are accurate or not, but let's see it. Let's look at them. People's Liberation Army. This is the Armed Forces of the People Republics of China. I'm kind of just looking at budget right now. Look at this. Budget is $209 billion. It's ranked second behind the United States.
Yeah.
Which United States spends $778 billion, which, yeah, that's almost 4 times that of China.
Exactly.
Percentage of GDP, though, China is much less compared to other countries. Global spending, United States is 39%. China is only 13%. Yeah, but ultimately, China is the second largest army in the world. They actually have the largest in-person military in the world as well.
Right.
They have
Ground
almost
forces
3
wise,
million.
ground forces wise, they're nothing to shake. But their navy and their air force aren't much. And
You know that, yeah.
well, it's just as you saw in Desert Storm.
Yeah. But apparently they have hypersonic missiles too. That's something that the United States doesn't have.
Hypersonic nuclear missiles.
Yes. Very
Which, right. But you already know as soon as a missile is either detected, mutually assured destruction. So,
but that's the thing. The hypersonic missiles are supposed to be so fast that they're actually hard to detect, that they maneuver
Right.
differently. They stay low to the
Right.
earth.
but it's going to impact somewhere. And as soon as it impacts, we have strategic plans for that. Even if it gets past the impact, like once it impacts, we got missiles, we got, moving vessels that have missiles on them. They're going to fucking launch as soon as they detect that.
Hear this. If these missiles, hypersonic missiles, are traveling at Mach 5 speed, that's 3,900 miles an hour.
Mhm.
Practically that can get here rather quickly, within an hour, maybe.
Right. What I'm saying though
2
is
hours.
even if they launch all the supersonic missiles they have and literally flatten the United States, we still have nuclear submarines out there all over the globe that once they detect the impact, they're going to launch their missiles too.
Yeah.
And it's an end game. There's no winning solution to why do it.
Yeah, there isn't. It'll literally end the world.
It's a fear tactic.
Yeah.
But it's at the end of the day, it almost is a useless gesture.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know. I don't know how you would relate it to something, but it's just like you show up to a bar with a gun and it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot you. It's like, okay, yeah, but you're gonna go to fucking jail for life for manslaughter. Why are you gonna do that, dude?
Well, let's look at hypersonic missile. I want to see.
And the whole thing about the U.S. not having a countermeasure to that or something similar to it is hard to believe. I just think it's one of those things that's not talked about to keep that intimidation factor up. You know what I mean? It's like, why would you play your ace card?
Yeah. This is a little video clip of giving credit to Force News. Subscribe to them on YouTube. 2 minutes of hypersonic missiles. Here we go.
2 types of hypersonic weapons being developed. A cruise missile that uses a superfast scramjet to fly at hypersonic speed, and a boost glide vehicle, a warhead that's launched aboard a rocket, then released, falling to Earth at more than Mach 5, around a mile a second.
The Tomahawk cruise missile flies at a speed of Mach 0.8, so close to the speed of sound. Now, by comparison, the Russian Zircon, the hypersonic cruise missile, flies at anywhere between Mach 8 and 10. So we're talking about a nearly 10-fold increase in the speed of the missile. For boost glide vehicles, the Chinese DF-17 is alleged to have speeds of Mach 10 plus.
Traditional ballistic missiles follow a parabolic trajectory, a predictable arc that goes up and down like a ball. It means they can be detected early in flight. Hypersonic glide vehicles work differently. They exploit physics using drag and friction, so they can fly in directions like an aircraft, but at super fast speeds, making them very difficult to detect until it's too late.
They fly below the radar horizons, meaning that the warning times they provide are quite short. And because they are maneuverable, actually figuring out where they're headed, what their target is, it is an exceedingly difficult computing task.
Most missiles rely mainly on their warhead for their destructive power, but hypersonic weapons also have huge kinetic energy. They can hit a target at more than 1,000 miles an hour, literally packing a punch equivalent to over 3 tons of TNT.
The combination of accuracy and really high kinetic energy makes it possible to break through targets with a hypersonic missile that previously would have needed a nuclear level payload, or at least something approaching it. to really sort of threaten credibly.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget
Holy
to
smokes. So they have those.
Yeah, but
The
you
United
don't
States doesn't.
you don't think we have some kind of countermeasure?
Well, I mean,
What would that be?
yeah,
I
their
don't-
missiles are 10 times faster than ours.
I gotta think that there's gotta be some kind of countermeasure or some kind of radar that we can pick it up. That, you know,
I mean, according to that video, it says it's very hard to detect because our missiles go like this, very easy to detect. They're gonna know right away. So by time we send our missiles, they can actually hit us first.
but how much of
after
that
we've
video is
already
propaganda?
hit their shot. Huh?
How much of that video is propaganda? That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know if there was.
Believe
well-
everything on the internet, then
So so what's
I'm not saying that it's not true.
what's the motive though?
I'm just
I
saying
mean,
you gotta
yeah,
keep the open mind.
yeah, but I'm just saying what's the motive to lie about that other than to scare people?
Yeah, fair tactic.
Yeah.
So that people will entice our administration to give in to their demands because we don't want that missile coming hit us.
But I mean, yeah. But
Because
there's
we can't detect it or stop it, so we don't want it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh, what's going on here?
I was gonna say, what are they showing? Flight patterns?
Up over Ukraine at this moment in time. And well, let's be honest, Forte 12 was hauling ass.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I had a camera in Mariupol. I'm trying to get back. I don't have it. I can't get it anymore. If you guys have cameras in Mariupol or along the coast there, I've got one that somebody sent to me that is at the seaport. But it's so jammed up, I can't get data out of it. Can't even get the video hardly. But as you can see here on your screen, the Russians have closed the airspace from here at the Sea of Azov all the way up past Mariupol, in and along through Russia, and then all the way up to Belarus. So here you can see it better. So all of this is closed airspace. They've closed it down to commercial airliners, to civilian traffic.
Okay.
They've closed this airspace along the border here for their attack or assault on Ukraine. So from Belarus all the way to the Sea of Azov along their border, it is all closed.
So just give you guys a little bit of background on this channel. This guy I've been actually following. I started watching him like 2 weeks ago. Not even. Actually, it was like right when this first started coming, or like when this started happening. He started streaming about it. He had like 12,000 subscribers. He's up to 40,000 now. So be sure to give him some credit. The Inventor Lee Wheelbarger. But he's been streaming every day on this, and the reason why he knows this because he has a lot of friends in Ukraine, he has a lot of friends in Russia, and he's getting like inside info from them. And he also has access to a lot of surveillance cameras in Ukraine, so that's why he's broadcasting this, and he's getting a lot of views now. So we're just kind of tuning in on it.
Every bit of it. So wanted to show this to you guys. I'm still trying to get this other camera up. If you're on our private network, I'm in the Ask Lee Live channel, not on YouTube anymore. I got tired of the trolls. So I'm just letting my mods just smoke trolls in there. I don't even look at that anymore. So if you got news for me,
Complain about
give it to me.
trolls.
Oh shit.
So apparently there's
All right, so yeah, I need to get this up here for you.
yeah, you see these are all commercial aircrafts. There's no commercial aircrafts flying anywhere around
Big
Ukraine.
flash in the screen here. Yeah, see. something here. Let me get it up here.
Oh, look. They catching something? It's happening. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Dude, what's happening? Imagine if we had this streaming live. That'd be pretty awesome. Dude,
All right, so this is a camera here that is live. It has audio on all of its different
did it go?
feeds. The issue is that the internet coming out of this camera is horrendous. And so very
I know, I'm like, I'm
rarely
not
do we
anticipating.
get that pulse of data for a second and you get the frame. When I first turned it on a few minutes ago, I actually saw an artillery shell going off on this. I have no idea which one of the cameras it was on because this is out of a network of cameras.
You might want to go live on Dap Center. Shit.
And this is also the one you guys were hearing the car.
Dude,
alarms
it
on.
is happening, guys.
Did he say an artillery shell?
Yes, and then there was an alarm going off, and now the camera's out.
It appears as though my camera has went dead down there now.
Oh.
You can hear it.
So I'll leave
That
this.
sounds like a Katusha.
So
I know that sound. Playing too many World War II games.
and then again, we will take a look over here at the map.
See if you can find another camera.
Everyone has.
You hear it?
There.
That sounds like a
Yeah.
car alarm, though.
Yeah, it did.
All right, so everybody dig for a camera out of Mariupol. At live video, audio out of Mariupol. Did you hear it?
He's not showing it.
I'm gonna break that up full screen here. And let's look for other cameras out of Mariupol. Put it in the chat. On the network if you can, please, or send it to me on Twitter.
Yeah, it keeps going in and out. Good thing is I'm not in real time. So if we, it's gonna happen, guys. I would say he's saying within the next 24 hours. This could be it, folks. Well, guys,
What town did he say it was in?
I don't. It said started streaming 5 hours ago. I don't know if he's still streaming if this is still live. It looks like it's still live. I think this is live and we're almost at real time. So yeah, this is now, I think. If he's been streaming for 5 hours straight, I don't know. Yeah, he's been streaming for 5 straight hours. So this is real time, guys.
Yeah, I just got a call from the Voice of Reason guys. They want to give him a call. I'll be back. Let me get this other screen up here for you.
Guess he's gonna call somebody that's in
Dude,
the city.
what if it was a nuke?
No, you'd have felt that shit. Or you'd have seen the light in some of the other cameras.
Yeah, you're right. That'd be crazy to see, though. Like if we just saw a big mushroom cloud like forming right here and then lights out. Yeah, that's ultimately what all these people are doing. They're just sitting here waiting to see it. They just want to witness it. So let's see if I can get even closer to real time.
So while we're waiting,
Yeah.
JPAT, you want to ask your question?
Yeah, sure. So hold on one second. I have it written down. So today, Texas Governor Greg Abbott orders the state of Texas to investigate gender transitioning procedures as child abuse. My question to y'all was, do you support this? What were your thoughts on that?
Transgenders as child. Wait, say
The
that again?
parent of Texas Governor Greg Abbott orders state agencies to investigate gender transitioning procedures as child abuse.
If their parents of transgender children be investigated. I'm looking it up. You have the link?
Yeah.
Is there an age limit or a certain age that they're proposing?
Hold on one second.
I don't remember what that camera was showing because this is Kiev. That's the capital. Sumi. Remember what this was. We could maybe go back. Oh. It's like it was a false alarm. It looks like he was just showing a video. Got me all excited for no reason.
Car alarm. Thought it was a
Yeah.
bomb shelter alarm going on.
Yeah, you got the
Everybody's
link.
on edge.
Yeah. I wanted to, you said Texas Governor Abbott, transgender. Trying to find it. Okay, so here it is. I think I found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says Texas Governor order. There we go. Texas Governor order treats gender confirming care as abuse. I guess it really determines on the age. That's a tough one. I mean, I don't.
No, it's not tough. It's
Well,
about children, people that
Yeah,
don't have.
I believe that I'm assuming the age would be after 18 when they're an adult, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So it can't be child abuse if they're over the age of 18.
right.
Yeah, right.
So
I mean, I think if you can be tried as an adult for certain cases, if you can make your case under a certain age, you know what I mean? Like, you know how like if you commit manslaughter at like 14, 15, they'll try you as an adult because of the
Mhm.
severity of the case. If you can prove the severity of your case at like that age where you can be tried as an adult for something like that, then I could see like,
Well, the kid wouldn't be tried, right? It would just be the parent.
no. what I'm saying is the kid can be, if the kid can be tried for an adult for like manslaughter at, a certain age, like
Yeah,
it's different for different areas, different counties and shit like that. But I'm
Right.
saying once they hit that threshold, if they want to make a case for their transgender whatever, then if it's a compelling case, then it's not abuse or whatever.
then
But
it should be allowed. So you think they should have to go through some type of, they would have to get approved? Is that what you're saying?
I just think they
Have a
need to
process.
just have a process, like talk to a therapist or something and make sure that's something they really want to do and make sure they're serious and they understand the consequences and what's going to happen and what ultimately is going to do to their life. And
Yeah,
because people get tattoos on a whim. I know it's not the same concept, but
no,
it's
not at all.
but people do things half-heartedly sometimes without thinking about it because they feel a part of a group or they feel pressured or they just need to have somewhere safe that where they can talk to somebody and make sure that the decision that they're making is the right one for them.
Putin has just called for
Right.
the militarization and denazification of Ukraine and has basically declared war on Ukraine. The
Oh,
image
shit.
that you're seeing on your screen now is
Whoa.
from a town that was receiving shelling here just moments ago. So
Russia just declared war on Ukraine.
See this
No.
here. I zoomed in a
Yeah.
little bit so you guys can see it.
Is
What I
that-
just said.
Put it up so
that
I can
fact,
actually
though?
see it.
I was gonna say we need a press
There in the
conference.
center
Is there
part
a
of
press
the
conference going live
where
for?
you're seeing the shelling hitting was right in here. You can still see there. There's another
Oh, there's rounds going
flash
off.
from the artillery coming in.
Holy shit!
On the horizon there, we are experiencing a little buffering from this camera, but
Oh.
we are seeing that they are indeed under attack as we speak.
Whoa.
So bring it to you live here, folks.
We are witnessing
Like
it here,
they
guys.
would, the Russians are attacking.
World War
Ukraine.
III has just started.
Putin has just declared war
on Ukraine.
on Ukraine. Again, we're going to be live. Share it out everywhere. We've got
Holy
it. Everybody else
shit,
got it that we are aware of. This is live footage. Putin has declared war on Ukraine.
Russia has declared war on Ukraine.
Well, I was wrong.
Yeah. we got the answer in 1 hour. We did good.
Don't worry more about it.
Dude, imagine if we had this streaming live. That'd have been freaking awesome. But I mean, it's still cool. We got on recording. We could still post this. We need to get posted quickly, though. You hear that, Cap?
Yeah, I got you.
I would upload it immediately because
Well, I mean, now, do we want to? I mean, you
we
want
could say watch us live, or watch us while we were streaming or recording live of the Ukraine war officially starting. Like that should be your title, so that it's going to get it should get a bunch of hits, right? Or we should be able to get that trend. But we have to be really quick on it. That's why if we were streaming live, like, dude, we would be, oh my God.
So I'm
we
saying,
would
you
nail
want to
it.
go live on your Dab Center channel?
So yeah, we believe this is
It's not-
Mariupol,
we
what we're seeing
could.
right now.
Maybe.
So again, Putin has declared war on Ukraine. Putin has officially
My
declared
channel's
war
not really
on
related to
Ukraine.
this.
It's fair. It is
That's
breaking
why I
news,
want-
though. It might have an effect on crypto. Is there any confirmation, like press conferences or anything going on now?
I just looked a second ago and I couldn't find anything yet.
Again, folks, if you are just joining us, Putin has declared war on Ukraine. We are watching it. Here are the fuel trucks that we were talking about that we're going to be going forward. Here is the stream of cars. See this right here, this stream of cars in the upper right-hand corner. This is what I told you would be rolling that way. That's why we chose that camera. Again, it has started, folks. Putin has indeed declared war on Ukraine. Share this out everywhere.
Dude,
Putin
we're the
has
first
declared
ones to
war
report
on
this.
Ukraine.
Or we're one of the first. This guy's like the first, obviously.
We're the only ones that have it up, folks.
So it's going to be
We've
probably
got
like
live
10 o'clock
feeds for you.
news.
We've got Lee's secret camera.
Because you got to really think the
watching
news, this is their
Russians
pros. They're not going to
sneak
just
across the border.
show it immediately as it's happening.
Here they
Unless
are. That's this line of cars that you're seeing.
they're going to
right
have to
here,
stream
going
it.
upper right-hand corner.
Look at this. Cop
We
cars.
told you it was going to happen. We showed you it was going to happen.
Dude, I was talking to some Ukrainians that I've been working with, that I do business with, and their opinions was, one, they actually felt like United States was pulling them in the wrong direction. Actually, I'll show you the chat. The personal chat that I had was with this person who shall not
Here it
be named.
is. Real time, folks.
Hold on.
I'll show it to you again.
What is he showing?
Let me get this over here. We're starting to get more pictures of this. Folks sending stuff into us. Thank you very much. If you've got video footage of this, send it to @news_KLW. That is @news. That's NEWSKLW. We'll share it out. Show everybody what you've got for us here. Got another video of it here for you guys. We'll let that one play so you guys can see some of it there. Well,
Dude, I'm about to
we've
go
got it
get
out
drunk.
before Fulmer did. We're covering it live.
Like, this is for real. If this guy is for real, this is for real, man.
Yep, we're covering it live, folks.
Oh my gosh.
Better head to the gun store now. Shit's about to jump up in price.
Yes, we have explosions in Odessa also.
Dude. Why you guys gotta be investing in gold,
Seeing the
guys.
traffic here. This guy's dragging something
Gold
down
and
the road here behind
Bitcoin.
the car. So the sparks flying out from under it. Probably people running in the streets.
That's what I'm doing at
Running in the
least.
streets is
I'm biased. I'm invested in gold and Bitcoin right now. So full disclosure there. Not a financial advisor.
So if you got it, send it to us. Oh, stand by.
Stand by what? All right. Going back to what I was saying.
And whether or not there's a full occupation is not clear. Vladimir Putin, according to U.S. officials, who have spoken to David Martin, our correspondent at 2B, saying Vladimir Putin is certainly prepared for that.
So this guy, he's from Odessa, Ukraine. He lives in Odessa, and said I told him I was watching the news and hearing about Russia was taking over Ukraine or whatever, and he said, yeah, there was in Donetsk and Luhansk. And we are Russia and Ukraine brothers. Although coup began after 2014, the authorities have changed and people actually live in fear. It is profitable for America to drown Russia, and Russia can no longer tolerate it when it's all over. Are you from America? I told him I was from Canada. Oh, cool. My brother from Canada. And then Yes, Putin. I told him, this is my opinion. I think Putin wants the old Soviet Union back. NATO is making it difficult. Hopefully, a war doesn't start. The power is terrible everywhere. It's a shame that many people ruin the lives of millions of civilians, but we hope all okay. The whole world really stands on its ears and worries about Ukraine because it is now in the spotlight everywhere. Says the main thing is stay calm and then we'll decide everything. So hopefully the people in Ukraine are safe.
But what the NATO allies are doing is shoring up their own defenses. And the reason they're doing this is because of the concern that this could spread into a regional conflict. You have Russian forces on high alert in very close proximity to NATO forces on high alert. This could escalate quickly. It's very
Thing is out.
All right, that was a call out of Washington. Big things going on. Big meeting at the Office of National Reconnaissance today. My guy was there and said, "Oh shit!" So here we go.
CNN's CNN's covering it now,
Showing it to you.
Seriously?
or CBS.
Big
CBS
flash
is covering it right now.
Left-hand corner. I didn't catch that. We're seeing that Lee's spooky cam upper right-hand corner is going nuts with the traffic. This is the one that I said was going to show a lot of stuff when it kicked off. We're seeing it right now. This little old road out in the middle of nowhere is now the busiest road in Ukraine. So,
wow, he's got a lot of people watching now. He's up to 3,000 watchers. He was up to only 2,000 when we started. Yeah, definitely get this posted tonight.
Funny how that happens, huh?
Oh my goodness.
So 3,120 of you in here. Hit that thumbs up, folks. Share us out on your social media. We're the ones that broke this. We're the ones that showed it. Show the rounds coming in. Lee's secret camera up here on the right-hand corner of your screen. All of a sudden, now the busiest camera in Ukraine. Like we said, funny how that works.
I just saw the first bomb go off live on
All
stream.
of this for you guys here in real time. Well, Henry Ford, I'm not real sure what happened to all the idiots that called me everything in the world and said this was nothing more than a training exercise and it was never going to happen. They don't seem to be here tonight. All right, thank you, Outdoorsman. And if you are on our network, our private network, you can get to join our private network. Just go to the link at the top of the chat. You can sign up there, VIP or above. You can be part of our private chat. The sharing of these links that we are putting out here. Got all kinds of stuff. Let me move this over here. Actually, come out of there and do it over here in messages so we can show you guys everything we've got coming up here. You guys can hear it, see it at the same time.
Wow,
Again,
guys.
if you are just joining us, Vladimir Putin has declared war on Ukraine. He has said that he is going to, this is just fresh off of his translation, not even like a half an hour ago. He has declared war on Ukraine, has stated that he is going to demilitarize and denazify Ukraine.
We're going to war, guys. Yeah.
So, let's see what we've got here.
Straight up declared war on Ukraine.
It's very difficult to say, no, what we can say is that the Ukrainians are massively outmanned and outgunned by the Russians. They have about a quarter of their manpower in their military. When we look at the hardware, just a fraction. Remember, we're talking about possibly the biggest land war that Europe has seen since the
again, we're not real sure where all the folks are who called us fake news and clickbait. Again, all of the folks called us clickbait, fake news. This is never going to happen. This is a training exercise.
Oh, they're shooting.
Well, guess what? The Russians, Vladimir Putin himself, has
They're
just
shooting.
declared war on Ukraine. Says that he is going to demilitarize and denazify Ukraine. And his troops are inbound now. They have already opened fire. They have closed the airspace along the Ukrainian-Russian border, getting absolutely crazy.
Going to war, guys.
You know, everybody said that it wasn't going to happen, but we're watching it as we speak, folks. Here's more.
Straight up declared war on Ukraine.
Oh shit.
There's the bombs. Holy fuck. Ooh.
Grand missile
Guys, it's going off.
Each one of those flames you see going up in the air, that's a missile going to hit a town. So we told you it was going to
Those are
happen.
all
Everybody
bombs
called
going
us
off.
everything but a white man here. We were called clickbait. We were called fools. People called us
Clickbait.
everything, so we had no idea what we were talking about. Got explosions in Mariupol. Trucks are streaming out of Kharkiv right now.
Good evening with this country now under a state of emergency.
So guys,
Yes, so folks, if you have video of this, what's going on in real time, send it to @newsklw.
we are very, very close to a
You can either send it to us, or just share
world
it to
war
us,
starting, guys.
tag us in it. We're going to continue to show you everything we get as we get it. Folks are sending us stuff from all over here, so thank you much for doing that, folks. So wow, good shot of the explosion there. Put that again.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be right back.
So yeah, they're getting slammed.
James, you still in here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, Matt Locke, where are you going to put that? You're going to send it to me, or are you going to send it on Twitter, or where are you going to send it? So yeah, folks,
I forgot I turned my camera off as I was eating some pizza.
don't say I didn't
Didn't think
tell
anybody
you
want to watch me
so.
chew shit.
Yeah.
Why people are flocking to our news network, because we have. the
I think I'm gonna go outside
tell
for a
you
smoke
about the
though,
news.
or cigarette.
Yeah, I'm gonna go piss. Are we still
So many
recording?
times that this was going to happen.
I'm just keeping it going as soon as anything happens.
Folks didn't want to
Anything
believe
said.
it. That's
All right.
okay. Explosions heard in Hishakin and Odessa's Cam. Need a link to that, please. So here we got another live cam here. Ooh, look at that smoke curling up there. Oh my God. We got audio on this one. As the sun comes up, Ukraine is under attack, folks. Ukraine is under attack. Yeah, the orange glow in the background in Odessa is Mercury lights there. So yeah, we're seeing everybody going in and out now. People are going nuts trying to get there. So yes, sunrise is coming up. We have got massive smoke on the horizon. They just said there was an explosion in Kiev. I haven't seen that yet. Again. All right, so I have to get Marcelo to give me that. and
We're all
let me-
taking a
So hold on,
taking a 5-10 minute.
But again, folks, if you want real news like this all the time, 24 hours a day, join the network. Link is at the top of the chat. He is going to, like everybody else is doing, getting real news, real time, no BS. Real time notifications of what's
All right,
going
guys, I'm
on
back.
out on the battlefield. It's going to
We're taking a 5 minutes. So
Yeah, I figured this was one of those moments, you know.
yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom and stuff. So we'll be right back.
There they are, more troops coming in.
Wow, look at all those people fleeing. I'm feeling so bad. Those are guys, those are people trying to escape.
Why the hell would you want that camera? That is now the busiest camera of all of the cameras. There's more traffic on that one camera out in the middle of nowhere than all of the other cameras combined.
Great. We're going to war,
Continuous
guys.
stream of traffic on that camera now. We see the Russians sneaking in with that. Wow, massive shelling going on over there. Let me see if I can zoom in on that for you guys. Take a look there.
Close in size, despite the U.S.'s larger population,
Shelling
both
in
have
the city
nuclear
here.
weapons, but the U.S. has many more, and few of
We
North
see
Korea's
shelling
could
in
hit
here
the
just a few moments ago. We'll see if we continue to see that. We can see smoke rising up again. Russia has declared war on Ukraine.
U.S. mainland, but
I
the
repeat,
U.S. is
Russia has declared war. Just moments ago, Putin gave a speech talking about this. It was translated.
Crazy guys. I'm just
demilitarize
unbelievable.
and denazify Ukraine. That is what they claim. The smoke that you are seeing on the horizon here was from the artillery attacks.
Yeah, I knew this was coming now.
Ukraine.
How is this going to affect?
Moments ago.
You know, these are moments. This is going to be the biggest war in Europe since World War II.
What did I
Biggest war in
miss?
Europe.
Did I miss something?
Bombs are going off everywhere. The people are evacuating. They're showing cars, like all of a sudden, just cars just flying everywhere, leaving from the city and shit.
Damn.
Stated that the country needed to be demilitarized and denazified, and that's what
Demilitarized, meaning wipe out their whole military.
Denazify.
Denazify.
What's that?
Denazify.
Thus, they have closed.
I don't know.
Dude, this guy is awesome. Give him all the credit in the world.
And so the entire
Denazify.
the Sea of Azores,
Denazification. Here we go.
inside of Ukraine, all the way up to where the
Denazification was an allied initiative to rid German and Austrian society, culture, press, economy, judiciary, and politics of the Nazi ideology following the Second World War.
But as you can see, people.
I don't know.
I figured it had something to do with Nazis.
An explosion.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
The camera in the middle of there, you saw the flash from an explosion. Upper right-hand corner.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We love you. You're very special.
Not denazify. The denazification. Yeah, take that with a grain of salt. Okay.
Absolutely crazy. Let me
James, are you back?
try to get me caught up.
No, I
Are you in
literally,
here?
I can hear you guys. I just
wins if the U.S.
came back because I had to do the soundbite for that one.
Check real quick here. we're on Ask Lee. He is going to demilitarize and denazify Ukraine.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
RIP. So James, can you tell us why they're trying to denazify Ukraine?
It's a justification. It's an empty-handed justification.
Yep. Just find any reason.
All right, somebody asked
Got
me to
you.
please open the chat. I will do that.
It's
Do I have enough?
it's
mods?
a wording to get people behind it because nobody likes Nazis. So
I'll open it up. But we're gonna
if
put
you
it
say
on
it's against the Nazis, then everybody will be behind it.
Russian propaganda.
explosion.
Pretty much.
In the Boryspil Airport in Kiev, Ukraine, that may have been the flashes that we saw earlier. Those are the two upper images on the screen.
It's like I can't remember. I think it was I was having a conversation with Dap the other day about he was saying the so the invasion or whatnot, the justification, this, that, and the other. And I was like, well, the difference between that and this and that is that Ukraine joined NATO of their own free will.
Right now, if you say off color things, if you say
whereas they didn't join the Soviet Union of their own free will.
You say it's not going to happen or anything stupid other than what we're talking about. There's no warning, there's no timeout. My mods are just going to ban you. And I will tell you, it's banned now, and you want to join the network later. Guess what? We're not going to let you join the network. Because if you're going to be rude and socially unacceptable in our chat, then you can be rude and socially unacceptable on our network also, and we don't tolerate that. You can't be nice and courteous and so on and so forth.
So was the declaration of war confirmed
They don't pay us
by anybody else other than this guy?
So we're not going.
Not that I don't believe this guy, but I'm just saying, has the declaration of war been confirmed by anybody else?
The news is reporting that he's declared like there's military action and that he's doing it, but nothing saying declaration of war. That's the first, we're only hearing that here. So right now, that's all I could find. But usually, I mean, when you start dropping bombs on somebody, it means
Yeah. CNN is covering it right now.
It's either you're flexing or you're going to war. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
I think he's been flexing for like a few weeks now.
No, I know, but this is an even harder flex.
Yeah, nah, he fired. Yeah, so here's the thing, guys. If you feel like let's talk about the possibility of United States getting invaded. Where do you think how would that would it be possible? Could a country invade the United States? And if it is possible, how would they do it?
James.
I mean, I figured James would love this question.
Well, I mean, you back up logistics and you have commercial ships that are shipping thousands and thousands of tons of material and products from your country over to said country you'd like to invade, and they all pile up on the coasts, and there you go. There's your invasion force right there. I mean, other than that, I really don't see it being feasibly possible in this information, the day of information. Like sneak attacks aren't really possible over large stretches of land. So
you don't think it's possible?
I don't foresee in this day of age of technology and information that a large scale invasion of one country, like a Pearl Harbor situation, I don't ever see that. I don't foresee something like that happening unless it's a smaller scale.
So the closest to us ever being attacked by another country was the Cuban Missile Crisis, where Russia was trying to put nuclear missiles in Cuba to aim them towards the United States, which Cuba is 80 miles away from the United States shore from Miami. So I actually don't even know the whole, like, how it all ended. I don't know if you guys could fill me in on that, because then they were trying to hide the bombs, and then we found out, and there was a whole standoff, like where we were getting ready to shoot nukes at each other, and then Russia stand down or something like that, and ended up not doing it.
Russia, nothing over.
To my understanding, it was something of that nature. It basically came down to we bluffed enough to where they backed down, kind of folded their hand. But yeah, that was kind of it, because it was like, well, if you're gonna put missiles in Cuba, then we're gonna put missiles in the Ukraine or not the Ukraine, but in Turkey and all these other countries, and we're gonna overwhelm you because Cuba's only so big, but there's a lot more space in Turkey and all these other countries. So you take those out of Cuba and we'll back off a bit. It was kind of like a mutual agreement, to my understanding.
Right.
Check this one out too.
What is this red line he keeps showing?
I don't know. I think that was the military planes.
Like a drone, military drone?
Yeah, like the path or whatever.
It says Northrop Grumman. That's a defense contract. Global Hawk. Yeah, it looks like a intelligence plane.
Right. And I'm guessing these are all commercial planes, maybe, or are those military planes?
Might be a mix. Might be all flight traffic.
I'm really surprised. Yeah, there's no flight traffic going over through there. Through Kent.
Might be civilian, because there's no way that Russia doesn't have any fighters and shit near their troops or ground support.
Right.
Damn, it sounded like you got shot down. Hear that? Up, aircraft in the sky here.
Aircraft in the sky. What's going on?
I'll be right back, fellas, and then I will ask my question.
Alrighty.
Ukrainian Operations Command is reporting that cruise and ballistic missile strikes are targeting command and control assets of Kiev. So keep an eye on that screen there, folks.
Although I do have something I would like you guys to ponder.
Just tag us. We're gonna go back.
If you think he'll stop with just the Ukraine now that he's pulled the trigger.
No, he needs Ukraine to make himself more powerful so he could bring the old Soviet Union back.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think he'll stop once he takes Ukraine, or do you think he'll just
And the reason why
one foul swoop?
The reason why he went after Ukraine first is because that was his most challenging country. That was the only country in the old Soviet Union that he knew that would give him trouble.
They had to reconnect with the Chimera because they own the Chimera.
Yeah.
And they had to reconnect it because they weren't able to transport vast quantities of shit. All right,
yep.
Hold on.
It's all for military strategy and economic strategy. And that's why we're making a big deal about it, because, or NATO makes a big deal about it, because the more powerful Russia gets is the more threat it is to NATO. And Putin's pissed. He's ticked off because he feels it's justified. He doesn't think that NATO should be expanding to the east and expanding into Ukraine, into Soviet Union countries. That's what he has problems with. He feels threatened. So he's going to take over all the Soviet Union states, the old Soviet Union states, and then might probably go after Poland. Once he touches one NATO country, it's over. Like World War III started. Like that's the alliance. NATO is to back all 30 of the countries. If you attack one of them, you attack all of them. And I think what will happen is that will happen. I think China will then might get involved. And we might have a two-front war. Because I think
Holy
China
shit,
will
did
then
you see
go
that
after.
explosion?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Wow. This is for real. Oh man.
All right, so if you were just now joining us, Russia's Vladimir Putin has declared war on Ukraine. Again, Russia has now declared war on Ukraine. In an address given just about an hour ago, Vladimir Putin said that Russia was going to demilitarize and denazify Ukraine. And so Russia has started their all-out offense against Ukraine. The Ukrainian airport is now under attack. There is a variety of other places around Ukraine that are currently under attack. we're covering them all for you right here, right now. So if you want the real news, real time, this is the place to get it. Go sign up. If you want more, go to the link at the
Against
top of
Russia. I mean, these are
sign
messages
up
that they
there, VIP or above. We'll get you hooked up on our private network so as that you can get real news in real time without all of the trolls. Warning to the trolls, if you sign up on our network and act like an a-hole over there, you will be banned from the platform and won't get your money back. So we don't do trolls on the network. We don't do trolls in here either. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for the great job that the mods are doing. Again, we called it. People wanted to say that we were crazy and had no idea what we were talking about, but gee, sure looks like we hit it right on the head here, didn't we? So I'm telling you, KY, you just got nailed, dude. You can't say Nazis and stuff like that. Be quiet. You're best off to keep your mouth shut rather than say a smart ass remark in the chat.
Yeah, this guy's always talking shit to his trolls.
They will ban you. They will ban you. So sorry, KY. Guess you needed some KY right there, didn't you? Anyway, yeah,
All right, gentlemen.
give you guys real news,
I have
real time, no BS.
Are you stop recording?
Thanks for all.
No,
the
I've
folks
recorded the whole
who
time.
are tagging us here. to
You're
get
still
us
recording
all
now?
these awesome videos here.
Yep.
I was about to say, maybe you just stop recording and upload that shit. I mean, we got enough content. Unless we want to keep going, it's up to you. I mean, we should. We might see something, we might see more.
More, I mean, more than we've already seen. I mean, we've seen bombs go off, we've seen shots fired. What else are we gonna see at this point?